All right, another day, another video. Oh fuck. So we're here. We're back at the gym. Since last time we just posted up in the parking lot right now. It is Sunday, 6 p.m. Today's gonna be like a little different. It's not gonna be a workout video. So I mean, I talked about in my last video how I decided to do my first show. I gave you guys like a little physique update and whatnot. Basically, I'm about to meet up with my coach, and like I've never competed before. I've never done any posing at all of any sort. So you know, I mean, for myself, it's all just kind of been like pick and choose and kind of teach myself off YouTube and like try and get it on my own. But I mean, I think having a coach for this is crucial. You don't always need one, but I've got one. So he's gonna run me through it. So this whole video is basically just gonna be talking about my diet, my prep, and all that stuff. Basically, he's just gonna teach me how to pose. So it's gonna be like one big posing tutorial. But anyways, so in terms of the show, basically, I mean, it's been like a week since I did my last video. I'm on about like 2,000 calories a day. I mean, just lots of like chicken, fish, more fish than chicken, oats, all that good stuff. I mean, low carbs, relatively low carbs, low fats, and we're just kind of gonna stick to that on some steady pace for now until we get a lot closer to the show. But at first, I was burning through fat pretty quickly. I've almost kind of reached a plateau. I've been sticking around like 179, 180 pounds. I started the prep at 187 pounds, so there's still weight to be lost. There's still a lot of progress I need to make in the next 8 weeks. I am exactly 8 weeks out, or like 7 weeks and 6 days, some shit like that. But yeah, so that's that. In terms of supplements, I'm taking creatine, protein, no pre-workout. I talked about it before, so I'm taking an ECA stack. That's my pre-workout. And just for pumps, sometimes I take a scoop or two of citrulline malate, just pre-workout, shit ton of vitamins. Yeah, so basically we're gonna go in, and posing is like I've never competed before, right? So I don't know, but from what I've heard and who I've talked to, like posing is just as important as your diet and your training. If anything, just as hard. Everything, it's about how you present yourself on stage. If you can't present yourself well, you're not gonna win. You know what I mean? You're gonna look like a goof. You gotta be able to hit the proper angles, and you gotta be able to create the illusion that you are more aesthetic in comparison to everybody else on stage. You know what I mean? Like you gotta look around, you gotta find where to stand, what angles are gonna be best for you, your weak points, your strong points, what you want to highlight in your physique when it comes down to posing. So I mean, posing it's really important. Being able to contract everything, being able to like hold those positions, holding those poses, it's a lot harder than anybody else would think. But you're not just gonna stand there and just flex and just hold, like, you know what I mean? It's not your typical douchebag in the mirror flexing type shit. So yeah, we're just waiting on my coach to get here. We're gonna head into the gym, and we're either gonna stay in like this downstairs part, or we're gonna try and find like an empty yoga room or something. It's got like mirrors everywhere, good lighting and all that, and we're gonna go through it all, and you guys get to see the whole process. So it'll be the first time you guys see it and the first time I see it, because I've never done it before. But you'll see like how he's gonna kind of tailor my physique in terms of posing, and he's just gonna go over everything and all the little tips and tricks, all the details when it comes down to my posing routine and all the mandatory poses that I need to be hitting. We'll go over more of the details for the whole show and whatnot. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab my stuff, we're gonna head inside, and then we're gonna keep rolling once my coach gets here. And yeah, some different content, it should be good. So all right, so basically I'm here with my coach now. This is Urshan. He's been keeping me in check for like the past 4 weeks and the next 8 weeks coming up. There's 8 weeks left of prep. So April 18th, I'm doing Coburg Naturals. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna be doing men's physique, and basically we just met up today, and it's gonna be our first posing session ever. This video is gonna be really like educational, informative, just going over all the poses, my posing routine and whatnot. But basically, so that's pretty much there is to it. It's not going to be a workout video or anything like that, just a lot of talking, a lot of information, and we're just going to go by each pose individually. We're gonna go over each of them, kind of play around with the lighting and whatnot in here, because we picked the yoga room, it's empty, so it works out. And then at the end of it, we're gonna finish it off. We're gonna put together a little posing routine, and then we're gonna clip all of that for you guys. So we're just gonna get straight to it. We're gonna jump into all the poses and stuff, and we're gonna show you guys how this whole posing session goes, right? I've never done it before. This is my first time competing. I've never done any posing or anything. So he's gonna run me through it, and we're gonna get everything on point so I can get that dub in the first place, that gold medal.
Exactly.
So I'm ready.
All right, man, let's do it. So there's two poses, two mandatory poses for men's physique. It's a front pose, where now they allow you to have a little bit of side pose in it. And then there's a back pose. Okay? You can make these poses as fancy as you can. But you always have to remember, not every pose is gonna look good on you. You have to go with your body type.
Yeah.
You have a really good small waist, so a front pose for you, this one, would be the best one.
Feet
just normal, wide,
normal,
wider a little. Bring it up. Squeeze your abs. Push all the way out. All the way out, chest out. Now what I want you to do, I want you to lean a little forward on your toes. And push your hips back. So what that does, so you can see how his chest looks full right now. Versus if you were to lean back and do a normal pose, which looks good when it's straight in an angle, but judges are at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure you're leaning forward a little bit to show the fullness and doesn't look hollow. So one front pose, which is going to be where as soon as you walk in and you are set in the lineup, that's the front pose you're gonna hit.
Okay.
And then right after that, you're gonna hit the second pose. So what's happening here, you're catching an eye. Okay? You're catching judge's eye because you're changing the entire pose, right? Whereas everyone's gonna come in, they're gonna this side, and they're gonna switch on this side.
Yeah.
Right? That's not changing an entire pose, it's just changing a side, right? So what I want you to do, once you come in, so when you walk in, what I want you to do, once you bring one arm up here, so you're hiding your physique, breathe all the air out, get your abs tight. That's your front pose. From here, that's another front pose.
So I walk up,
Exactly.
and then this arm comes in front. What am I doing with this arm?
This arm goes in front. You're twisting, like literally twisting. Okay, tight. Good. There we go. This arm stays right here. From here, you're gonna drop it. Boom. Again, same thing for this pose. As you can see, right now you might be looking flat, really flat up here. Okay? Again, lean into judges. Tight. Good. Open your eyes. You always have to make sure that when you're doing this pose, don't make it seem like you're gonna run away. So you're not taking a start to a race. Okay? You have to be relaxed in this pose. Good. So from here, what I want you to do, you hide your entire body now. Do it. Hide your entire body, and then drop your arms, and do your front pose. So what this is going to do, these two fingers, it makes it seem like your waist is a little smaller.
Yeah.
Make sense? Versus, so you can see that, gives you an illusion that his waist is literally that size, my hand size, right? Versus, if you were to do that, there's a bigger gap. So now his waist, which was that, became that now. So you're walking in. That's one of your front poses.
Okay.
Right? From here, that's one of the front poses. So you can go either side. You can go from here or the right side. Okay? So left side or right side. Okay? Front, back to that. What I like to do, I like to lean here. So I can just front, Hide your body, lean a little, drop your hip a little, all the weight on this leg, all the weight, toe, toes, drop, squeeze your back, open it back.
This hand's back here,
Exactly.
and then this arm comes.
Good. And then hide your body,
Here.
turn, here, your finger, lean forward, hide your body,
Here.
lean on this side,
Lean.
yes, turn, squeeze your back, really hard, open it up. There you go. Again, a little bit of illusion here. So if he is here, standing upright, bring the camera down. So check how his back looks right now, okay? You might see a little bit of lower back there, but there's not much. Bring back. Now you can see the activation here. Make sense? Squeeze your glutes. That separates the lower back and lower lats. Make sense?
Yep.
Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Good. So when you are bringing your arm up here, you gotta hide this portion, okay? Right here, okay? Twist a little already. You get it?
Yeah.
Now breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe out. You should be in your pose right now, and then you hit it. See that? So what not to do when you're posing, because they're watching you every single second. All the judges are watching you every single second from every single angle, okay? You breathe in. That's it. It's gonna show you bloat. Okay, relax. Bring it down, and then squeeze it. Do not do that, okay?
It's gonna be squeezing from the jump.
Yeah, be in your pose, even before dropping your arm.
Yeah.
Down. So see how it's tight already? Make sense?
That's so much harder than I thought it was going to be. Damn.
Not the first pose, man.
Yeah.
Step, turn, squeeze, open it up, lean back, squeeze your glutes. That's it. Well, this is your first day.
Yeah.
It's your first day. It's all good. We'll
Okay.
practice more.
Lots of practice.
Yeah. So you're just learning the transitions. You haven't mastered it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So when you master it, we might come up with some new transition,
Mm-hmm.
right? You never know. Whatever suits you. Dead pose right now. Head straight. Open it up. Feet wide. Feet wider. Always keep feet wide for this pose. Okay? All right. Now, from here, shift all the weight to that leg. Drop the hip down.
So from here,
Yeah,
wide.
wide. Okay. If your feet are not wide, it's gonna look really awkward, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay. So when you get into your back pose, make sure your feet are pointing out first.
Okay.
Okay. They should be pointing out. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're wide. Point out more. Okay. So what this does for you, when you want to shift all the weight, you can shift all the weight on this leg and you can go on your toe.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So do it.
From here.
Shift. Drop your hip. Good. Back still open. Yes, perfect. Back open. Okay. Close it. Got it. First of all, presentation. As soon as you walk in, they're looking at you here. Here to your face, and goes down. but it literally takes them 10 seconds to judge you. So if you're not looking good for the first 10 seconds, it's going to affect your score. As soon as you're on the top stair, right, judges can see you. So when you're here, core tight, everything tight, push all the air out, and still manage to breathe. From here, you walk in, right, you acknowledge judges. So see the way I'm acknowledging judges, right? I'm not just walking in, doing that, and then posing, right? You have to literally walk in, you have to do it while you're walking in. So walk, acknowledge judges, acknowledge audience, hit front, hit side, right? Walk back, another side. Open it up, turn, front again. When you're in the front again, now you're walking out. If you're walking out on the right side, all you have to do is just take this arm off your waist, lift it up, toe, obliques tight. Make sense? So say bye to everyone, just walk out. That's it. See how easy that gets, bro.
Honestly, that time, like, I didn't even try to do it properly. I got confused. I was like, "Fuck! Did I stop on the wrong step?" So
even if you stop on the wrong step, it's still okay. So even if you're walking and you take a wrong step, you just turn.
I just walk into it.
That's it. Hey, good. That's it. Bingo. Nailed it. And turn. Good. Front. So now you're going to change the direction to walk to that side. From here, you pretend you want to walk that side. Exactly. Good. Head on your shoulder. Right here, look here. Look at your shoulder. So when you're looking at your shoulder, okay, open your back. Good. Back should be like that. So if you were to be looking straight, back looks flat. Okay? And there's nothing good to look at. When you're looking down on the side, you're giving a side profile, right? And then you drop your arms.
Comes here.
Drop.
So got the mandatories down. Got the presentation down.
Presentation down. That's about it, man.
So that's all there is to it. All there is left is to practice.
Practice. We're making more practice videos, and
Yeah, so it'll be cool. Like, you guys saw how whack I just did all that. And it was just improper, and it was like he was manhandling me and just getting everything right, you know what I mean? So for you guys to see my first posing lesson, and then to run it back a couple weeks later after I've been practicing, and we've been going through the sessions, and kind of like compare and contrast, see what my first posing day was like compared to a couple weeks down the road, and then you'll be able to see the progress I've made in terms of how well I've been able to hit those poses. So that's one cool thing. I'm definitely gonna have to practice every day, whenever I can. So, I mean, posing's hard, man. It's hard.
of course, man, it's harder than anything, to be honest.
Yeah,
So in front of people,
it's harder. It's harder than.
stage, you have to hit every single thing, every single thing at proper time
Yeah.
when you're given the time,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so we went through his posing. Since it's his first time, I had to teach him everything from the scratch. What I like to do with my clients, I don't like to just tell them or show them a sort of posing I know and then adapt to it. I like to go with their body flow. So what we did today, I taught him basics of how to hold a pose. I showed him some transitions. So once he practices, don't judge him yet. So once he practices for, if you actually do practice, when I see him next week, I guarantee there's gonna be a transition that he's gonna come up with like, coach, what do you think about that? And I'll approve it because when you practice, you can learn how your body moves. My body's way different than his body, so the way my body moves might be completely different than his. He might not be able to take some footsteps I'm doing, and I might not be able to take some, or do some poses and pull it off the way he does it. And
So
that's it.
That's a wrap. So everything's good. I'm gonna try and piece together this video as soon as I can, get it uploaded. But yeah, so we'll check in with the next posing video, and it should be cool. We'll see what we can get done.
It's good.